Here's a few ways you could utilize the TP command for your Minecraft map. First of all is the TP zone, as I call it. The point is that if you enter this zone, you will get teleported onto this block. Or I could use a button. To make it, we need to find the coordinates of this zone. For this you need to start on the most west, north, bottom block, which is this one. Then we put in the command TP, this the selector. I use all entities, you could use nearest player or all players. Then we put square brackets, which we use to specify the position. And it's essentially the same coordinates where we have x, y, and z. But then we have dx, dy, and dz. Dx, dy, and dz specify the distance from original coordinate to the second point on different axes. So green is our first coordinate and red is our second coordinate. So green is currently in the most northwest bottom block. Dx coordinate 1, 2, 3. This is the dx. dz 1, 2, 3. And dy 1, 2, 3. But they're all 3. We can also put in negative number dx1 or dx-1. We put it in these square brackets like that. You don't actually have to put them in that order. You can put them in whatever order you want. And on the end we put the exact coordinate where you want to teleport them, which is this block. And also items are entities too. Then we have this one. This teleports me from this area to this area, relatively to where I stood inside of this area. Let's say I stood in this corner, I get teleported into this corner. I stood in this corner, get teleported into this corner. To do this, we use execute as all entities and within this range, the same as I used in the previous one. Execute as, it will execute a certain command as if the entity that stands in this area executes it. Then we need to use run. Then we use execute at to use the coordinates of that entity that was detected. And the selector is current entity. Then we use run, TP, and then instead of coordinates we put in tilde. This will use the original coordinate of the entity that gets teleported, and then you can teleport it relative to the original coordinates. You can use positive, negative numbers. So in this example, it will just teleport the entity 4 blocks on the z-axis. The distance from this corner to this corner. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can change the direction the player looks at. In the F3, you can see it's the angle of player's head. To change the player's head rotation, we can use TP command also, which is TP, whatever you want to TP, any coordinates, and then there's 2 more numbers we can use. Like this, it will rotate us into this direction. You can also use tildes. And what we can do with this is we can just spin a blaze. I put a blaze in, and it spins. And it will fly upwards. Yep. Also here is a little funny thing I did with these commands. I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. Check this out. So now we have a wizard skeleton that will sometimes shoot fireballs at us.